You know what's really frustrating? Spending hours trying to learn new English words, and then the next day, they just vanish from your memory. It feels like your brain hit the delete button, right? I've been there and I know exactly how discouraging it can be. But here's the good news: learning vocabulary fast doesn't have to feel like a painful process. There are smarter, easier, and even fun ways to do it. And today, I'm going to share them with you. Hi, my name is Anne, and welcome back. If you're someone who wants to grow your vocabulary quickly without translating every single word in your head, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, let me just say this: don't forget to stick around until the end because I'll share the one method that made the biggest difference for me and my students. So let's start with the first step. Most people think vocabulary learning is about memorizing long lists of words, but that almost never works. Instead, focus on learning words in context. For example, instead of trying to remember the word delicious by itself, learn it inside a sentence like, "This cake is delicious." When your brain sees a word inside a real situation, it sticks much faster. I remember when I first moved to a new city, I had to learn the names of food quickly because I was going to the supermarket every day. Instead of writing a list, I started paying attention to labels and sentences on packaging. Suddenly, I wasn't just memorizing milk or bread, I was reading fresh milk and whole grain bread, and those phrases stuck with me. That's the power of context. Now, the second method is called spaced repetition. This is one of the fastest ways to remember words long term. It means you don't just review a word once, you review it after 1 day, then 3 days, then a week, then 2 weeks. Each time your brain gets stronger at holding on to it. Many apps can help you do this automatically. Think of it like training your memory muscle. The third method is active recall. Don't just read words, test yourself. Cover the meaning and try to remember it. Or better yet, try to use the word in your own sentence. For example, if you just learned the word challenge, don't stop at reading it. Say out loud, "Learning English is a challenge," but it's fun. Every time you do this, your memory gets stronger. Here's another thing: don't learn words alone, learn them in chunks. That means small groups of words that usually go together. For example, instead of only learning the word make, you can learn make a decision, make a mistake, make progress. When you learn chunks, you sound more natural and it's easier to remember because your brain connects the words like puzzle pieces. I once had a student who tried this with travel vocabulary. Instead of learning airport ticket and flight separately, she learned sentences like check in at the airport and book a flight ticket. Within a week, she was using these phrases naturally in conversation. Another really effective method is shadowing. This is where you listen to a sentence and repeat it out loud almost at the same time. When you shadow, you're not just learning pronunciation, you're also learning vocabulary inside real sentences. For example, if you shadow podcasts, stories, or even YouTube videos, you pick up the words and phrases the way native speakers use them. And guess what? That's exactly why I make these shadowing practices for you. Now let's talk about personal connection. If a word feels meaningful to you, you'll remember it faster. For example, if you love cooking, learn words like ingredients, recipe, and taste. If you're into sports, learn team score and practice. When you connect the words to your real life, they don't just stay in your notebook, they become part of your everyday language. Another secret is using storytelling. Try to make a short, simple story using new words. Let's say you're learning the word adventure. Instead of just repeating it, create a small story. Yesterday, I started a new adventure. I met new people and I learned new things. The brain loves stories, it remembers them better than random information. Now, some people ask me, "Anne, how many words should I learn every day?" My answer is don't focus on the number, focus on quality. It's better to learn 5 words deeply and use them often than to memorize 20 words and forget them tomorrow. And here's a tip that made a huge difference for me. Always use the words immediately. If you learn the word confident today, find a way to use it when you speak with a friend, write it in a text message, or say it out loud in front of the mirror. Words you don't use will disappear. Finally, be patient with yourself. Learning vocabulary fast doesn't mean learning it all in one day. It means learning smart, reviewing wisely, and using the words in your real life. Over time, you'll notice you're not just collecting words, you're speaking more naturally and confidently. So let's wrap this up. Today, we talked about learning in context, spaced repetition, active recall, chunks, shadowing, personal connection, storytelling, and the importance of using words immediately. These are the methods that really work if you want to learn vocabulary fast. I hope this helps you in your English journey. And hey, if you enjoyed this talk, make sure you check out the other videos in this channel because I share more tips to help you speak English clearly and confidently. Also, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and maybe share your favorite method in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next one.